If you want to become a more attractive man, you want to listen to this video. Have sexual discipline. Have sexual discipline. A lot of men have not fully embraced the power of sexual discipline. Why don't you cherish your penis, bro? Why don't you value your sexual energy? A lot of men are not attractive because they are chasing everything that moves. They're chasing every woman that they see. And because they are chasing every woman that they see, they're operating from a place of desperation. You're operating from a place of scarcity, right? And when you're doing that, bro, your value drops. You have no standard. And anything beyond human beings too that have no standard that everybody can have, guess what happens? The value typically drops, even in economics, in finance. A mass market product cannot be expensive. It just can't. Like bread. You cannot compare the price of bread to the price of diamonds. Diamonds are rare, bread is not rare. So diamonds are very expensive compared to the price of bread. Be the diamond. Have sexual discipline. Have premium penis, premium dick. This is something I wish a lot of men would appreciate. If you want to 10x your attractiveness in the next couple of months, have sexual discipline. Be willing to walk away from sex. Be willing to say no to sex. Be willing to say, you know what? Let's not have sex right now. I want to get to know you. And mean it. And mean it. And if the girl gets angry and wants to walk, let her go. Have your standards. Have your own policies. Have your own way of operating. Sexual discipline. But a lot of men, because of many things, but let's say the way society operates, right? Society encourages men to try and, society encourages men to tie their identity and their masculinity to the number of women they're sleeping with. And as a result of that, you have men who are not even interested in the woman, but you're chasing the woman like you want her, but you don't want her. You just want to fuck her. Personally, and this is something that I've been doing for most of my adult life, as far back as I can remember. Luckily for me, I don't know what it is. Since as far back as I can remember, even the girls I did sleep with, I made effort to get to know more about them. I made effort to get to know who they really are beyond the ass and the titties and everything, which a lot of men I've noticed struggle to do. Like, what's her personality like? Do I like her vibe? Do I like her energy? And even if we know each other for a very short period of time, because how long people stay together is usually out of your control, bruv. For whatever reason. I try to understand, who is this girl? Do I actually like her? Is this the kind of girl I want to be seen in public with? Is this the kind of girl I'll be proud to say, yeah, I know her? That's the way I look at these kind of things. That is why if you cannot catch me as a man, in general, because listen, I'm not perfect. I'm still a human being, right? I'm not trying to act like I'm on a high horse. I'm not on a high horse, by the way. I'm not. I'm just speaking about what I've noticed when I try to make improvements so far. Because I've trained myself to, in general, have such a high sense of sexual discipline, I pick and choose. I do pick and choose. And I like to consider that I have premium dick. Because not every woman can get this dick. Oh yes, and I said what I said. Not every woman can get my penis. Not every woman can sleep with me. Period. And the way I put this, I am not chasing after every single woman. I have what I like. I have what I do not like. And if you do not fit what I like, I will very respectfully, like a gentleman, communicate why I am not pursuing this further. And if I see a girl I like, if I see a woman I like, and I express my interest, and she's not reciprocating, I walk away because I have sexual discipline. In situations where you lack sexual discipline, guess what the man is going to do? Especially when he's not even interested in the woman. A lot of men sleep with women they don't even like. That cannot be healthy, bro. That cannot be healthy. One thing I can say with absolute confidence in myself. At least I would say 95% of the time, all the women I've slept with, if I see them, nothing but love. Because I liked them too. I liked them. I do. I am happy. I know more about them than just, oh, anything sexual, anything carnal. And that is why typically, even if we don't escalate to exclusivity, we are still polite, we're still cordial. We still keep in touch. There's no bad feeling because we got to know each other. We liked each other, beyond the physicality. The physicality is important, but when you have sexual discipline, it matters, don't get me wrong, but it's not the end all be all. Right? It's not the end all be all when you are very happy, when you like the girl. And you have men too, when you like a girl and the girl is not reciprocating the interest, instead of you to have the discipline, sexual discipline, and move on, but you let your sexual indiscipline and your ego take the lead. And what typically happens when your sexual indiscipline and ego are leading? You're going to make a lot of mistakes. You're going to make a lot of dumb decisions. You've noticed she's not interested in you. Instead of you to walk away, you're inviting her to an expensive restaurant. You want to take her shopping. You're now replacing your integrity and your character with money. You're trying to lure her. And when she decides to take your money that you offered, you call her a gold digger. That's what I'm talking about. Sexual discipline, ladies and gentlemen. Sexual discipline will do you a lot more good than it will do you harm. Not every woman that comes your way, you have to sleep with. Not every vagina you have to enter, all right? And for the love of God, and whatever you believe in, stop letting other men dictate how you should control, how you should operate your sexual life. No man on this planet has the audacity, or rather the authority, to determine how you should operate your sexual life. Take your time. Take your time, fellas. Ask yourself questions. What do I like? What are my standards? And practice this for 3 months. Practice walking away from sex. Practice saying no to sex. Practice really trying to get to know somebody. Try. It's possible. Stop believing this idea that, oh, if you're not banging, there is nothing to do. That's toxic. This is beyond toxic. Sexual discipline will save you a lot of headache. Sexual discipline will make even the sex you have much, much better. Some of the best sex I've ever had in my life never came from one night stands. The few one night stands I've ever had, it was never them. The best sex I've ever had came from women that I knew, and I knew really well, and I liked. And we liked each other, and we did things together. There was some type of familiarity in there. But a lot of men have never even experienced what good sex is. Good sex typically comes from sexual discipline, buddy. I hope this helps.